Lost to time is the artificer's art of trapping light from a distant star in a ring of purest gold.
Welcome to the Planeswalker Project.
In the Commander format, there exists a power that nearly rivals that of the Power 9, a card that sees more play than just about any other card in the game. That card is Sol Ring. Sol Ring is an artifact that costs 1 mana of any color. You can tap the ring to produce 2 colorless mana at any time. There are no drawbacks, and because of this level of power, many players refer to Sol Ring as the 10th piece of power. Sol Ring has existed since Alpha, and has since then seen numerous printings. When the Commander Precons were introduced in 2011, each deck came with a copy of the powerful artifact. In every annual Commander product since, Sol Ring has made an appearance. Yet you may not know it, but Sol Ring actually has a brother that sees significantly less play. Mana Crypt, a 0-costed artifact that taps for 2 colorless mana as well, comes with the drawback of a coin flip risking 3 damage, and it can be argued to be the better of the two due to the even cheaper mana cost, but because of the availability of this card, the higher price tag, and the potential lightning bolt, most players choose to run the Sol Ring over the Mana Crypt. Some players of Commander hold a degree of disdain for Sol Ring due to its nearly mandatory include status. Nearly every Commander deck can benefit from running a Sol Ring due to the level of ramp it offers. Offering a potential 4 mana on turn 2 can give a player a huge running start and an advantage over another player's slower start. This is a very basic card to understand, and it offers a lot to the early game. This card's only downside, however, is the late game, where it can become somewhat of a dead draw. If your commander sees a lot of hate off the board, Sol Ring can be seen as an easy out for the commander tax. But if you play a Sol Ring late game, it might offer little impact to the board state, as your mana may already be well established and enough to satisfy your needs. In addition, some decks that are running 4 or 5 colors might find that their mana requirements are so demanding and stringent that Sol Ring's colorless offer does not offer them any advantage to running it, as they need access to their colors far more than they need colorless mana. The pressing question that many people have is, should Sol Ring be banned in the multiplayer variant of the Commander format? It is already banned in 1v1 Commander, but does it offer the same broken advantage that deserves its ban in multiplayer? Does it offer too much to a board state? Is its status as a staple in 99% of Commander decks something that should result in its banning? I personally have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Sol Ring. I adore brewing new Commander decks, and I feel that over the time that I have played the Commander format, my ability to develop decks and lists has improved. But the one card that I always find myself going back to and falling back on is Sol Ring. I feel as though any deck I brew, no matter how competitive, how casual, how good of a deck it is, it cannot function at its full potential without a Sol Ring. The card only costs about $1, so price isn't an issue in terms of getting another, although I have plenty more Sol Rings than I'll ever know what to do with. But on the flip side, when I'm building a new Commander deck, this makes me feel like I only have 98 cards to work with, plus the Commander and Sol Ring. But I personally believe Sol Ring does not deserve to be banned. I feel a person playing Commander should be able to expect and anticipate a Sol Ring at some point in a game, and when an opponent drops theirs, they should be able to respond to it in some way. A lot of decks run removal effects in some form. I feel like having a game plan to work around a player's ramp shenanigans might be an interesting aspect of brewing, and you definitely can expect to see it in future brews from this channel. Now, of course, this card does not come without its own weaknesses. While a turn 1 Sol Ring doesn't really give much in the way of answers right away from an opponent, it's basically a defenseless artifact that can easily be removed through cards like Nature's Claim, Corrosive Grip, Disenchant, and I guess you could respond to Sol Ring with a Force of Will. What is your stance on Sol Ring? Do you feel it deserves to be banned? Do you feel it deserves its status as a staple card in Commander? Let's discuss this in the comments section below. I would love to hear what people's thoughts on this iconic card are. But anyway, I wanted to make a video where we talk about Sol Ring, which is perhaps the most powerful and iconic card in all of Commander, and I hope you enjoyed this video.